All of the four-wheel campers come pre-wired for solar. So on the rear wall of the camper, we put a solar plug, traditional SAE connection. This wire goes inside of the kitchen cabinets. We also have a plug up on the roof we'll show you next. This is the roof of the camper. This is the pre-wire for your roof-mounted solar panel. It's also an SAE connection, traditional solar plug, double sealed. Wire goes from here through the roof, down behind the folding lift panel, through the frame, and down into your kitchen cabinets. From here, it has a cover, it's weather tight, waterproof, and we will show you next what's inside the kitchen cabinets and where these wires end up. This is the inside of an unfinished kitchen cabinet, but your solar wiring comes from your rear wall, also comes from the roof. Those roof wires coming into a WAGO connecting. The rear wall wires coming into the same. Your black is going to be one side of those wires. The red is the other side, so you're going to have a roof wire coming in, rear wall plug coming in, and then those two wires coming off of here, a black and a red. These will be connected to your charge controller. The back of the charge controller will be on the front of your kitchen cabinets typically. So roof wire comes into these plugs, joins up. There's a single wire coming off here to allow you to connect this to the back of solar controller. And then there's two more wires coming off of there that continue on to the battery. So on the other terminals of the solar controller, power coming in, power going out to the battery. These two wires would go to the other connections on the solar controller, and these wires here will continue on through the kitchen cabinets back down into the battery box area. Different power controllers, different solar panels, different companies, different plugs connect differently. So you're going to want to check these wires. We have some basic labels inside of what they are and where they're going, but you do want to check, and you do want to double check that your wiring's hooked up correctly, that you got your positive to your positive, your negative to your negative. Some solar panel companies reverse their wiring, so it's not going to match up. You'll need to adjust that accordingly. So if you're putting in your own solar system, your own controller, you're going to need to know some basic wiring. Check your continuity, check your polarity, check your connections, make sure the solar panel's putting it out the right plug to the right wire before you hook everything up. So from the roof and rear plugs to here, two wires to the controller, two wires going to the battery box area. Most people put an inline fuse somewhere in the system on both lines for that. These two wires are for Overland solar charge controller. Overland charge controller has a different terminal for the load. These two are the load wires that go to our master switch inside of our kitchen cabinets here. These are going to give the solar controller on the Overland solar version feedback on what's happening in the system, how much power is being used, how much power is coming back and forth. These are your overall connections from the roof to the controller to the battery. That's what most people are going to use. And we do run load wires in here if you need them for your particular controller.